Bitcoin's value has surpassed $40,000 in recent weeks. That's double the size it was at its bubble high in 2017. You were probably savvy enough to buy a lot of Bitcoins when the price dropped and stabilized around $3,000. Just 2 years ago, an investment in Bitcoin would have yielded a return of at least 10 times the initial outlay. Now we know you have several questions in mind, such as how do you actually go about purchasing Bitcoins? Where can you get Bitcoins without risking my money? What is the source of secret codes? How can you keep your Bitcoin safe? And what ways can you verify its security? Well, all your questions will be answered here at Data Dash. This will be your detailed guide on how to invest in Bitcoin securely. So make sure to watch till the end. But before we move on, make sure to click that thumbs up button as well as the subscribe and bell button to stay updated for more of our crypto content for you. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Now, finding a wallet to keep your Bitcoin in is a must to making any purchases. You can safely keep a few $100 in your wallet once you've collected that much. To protect large sums of money, you can either keep them in a safe location or deposit them in a bank, from which you can withdraw cash using a debit card. Cryptocurrencies function in the same manner. However, the whole Bitcoin transaction history must be downloaded before a wallet can be created. Given that it is a decentralized system that is immune to hacking, you will need to download the whole history from gitcoin.org and store it on your computer or hard drive. Choose an OS and proceed with the installation of more than 300 gigabytes of blockchain. It will generate your wallet called wallet.dat on your computer once you install it. If you crack it open, you'll find a code that was produced at random and serve as your mailing address. Your Bitcoin address is where others can send you Bitcoins. In theory, there is no limit to the number of wallets that can be stored in the same file. Your Bitcoin will always be accessible in that file, which you can open on any computer. You can go about with millions of dollars worth of Bitcoins and nobody will know. Indeed, this is one of the many benefits that Bitcoin offers. Yet, there is no such thing as perfection in this life. There are always conditions connected to a good offer. You must always protect your Bitcoin wallet with a strong password to prevent unauthorized access and subsequent theft. Unfortunately, if you lose access to your Bitcoins because you forgot your password, there is little you can do about it. You won't be able to get any assistance from a financial institution. Therein lies both its strength and its weaknesses. To put it in another way, when you use a bank, you hand over custody of your funds to them, but in exchange, they have the right to accept or reject any and all of your financial dealings with them. But they own the consequences if their plans fail. Yet, nobody can see how much Bitcoin you have in your wallet. No one will be able to stop you from sending them to anyone you like. Your funds will be secure, but now you, not the bank, will be in charge of them. So if something goes wrong, such as an errant Bitcoin transfer, you'll be on your own. There is no one you may contact for assistance if you lose your password. Unfortunately, you cannot just phone the bank and have your account frozen if your password is compromised. By taking this route, you are the bank for your funds and have no one else to blame but yourself for any losses. This is why you should consider having online wallets. A cryptocurrency's online wallet serves the same function as a bank. A 12-word private key and an address are generated for you when you sign up. The address will allow you to send and receive bitcoins immediately. Once you've downloaded the app on your mobile device, you can begin making instantaneous international money transfers. Unlike the first case, where you had to manually download the whole history of Bitcoin transactions, your online wallet takes care of that for you. It's also even better than opening a bank account, but there is a downside to it. There is always a catch to everything that seems simple. In the first scenario, where the complete Bitcoin blockchain was downloaded, only you had access to your wallet. In the second scenario, the online wallet is owned by that company, and you are the only permitted access to it in the same way that banks restrict who can access their customer's account. You don't own the bank where you deposit your money. The bank merely initiates the process of opening an account and provides you with account information. This means that the bank has the potential to prevent you from accessing your funds, freeze your account, or even steal them. Yet, since banks are severely regulated, no major bank is likely to do something like that, especially when compared to online crypto wallets, unless they plan to engage in shady dealings. Because the online wallet has complete access to your funds, it is essentially identical to a bank account. Hacking a blockchain network is an increasingly futile endeavor, and this is especially true as the network size increases. Yet, because they are connected to the internet, hackers can break into online wallets like Coincheck, Jaxx, and many others and steal users' Bitcoin. If that's the case, then how can one safely store Bitcoins? That's good news, by the way. Bitcoin ledgers come in the shape of USB drivers. Have you ever seen one? Do you think they're cool looking? Hardware wallets are what people are calling the next big thing when it comes to storing cryptocurrency. You can use one of these ledgers that already has the Bitcoin blockchain rather than downloading the complete blockchain or using a potentially insecure online wallet. The ledger will then produce a private key for you out of a string of 12 completely random phrases once you activate it. Next, you'll need to create a passcode. In contrast to online wallets, sending Bitcoin requires physically attaching a ledger to a device, such as a computer, and entering a PIN number. On the other hand, let's get started on how you can actually buy Bitcoins. Once you've settled on a Bitcoin wallet, the next step is to learn how to actually purchase some Bitcoins. There is a stock market equivalent for cryptocurrencies. Use a broker like Coinbase or Gemini to locate a user willing to trade his Bitcoins for your desired number of US dollars. When making a Bitcoin purchase, all you need is your Bitcoin address and a Bitcoin wallet. Consider the fees carefully, as they can range from a negligible percentage to a sizable amount, depending on the payment method you choose. You should avoid incurring excessive charges. Pay close attention to the costs. The debate is whether a digital wallet stored in the cloud or a physical device would be preferable. The correct answer is both. When making large Bitcoin purchases and want to keep them for a while, a hardware wallet is the way to go, while online wallets are more convenient for making smaller purchases and regular Bitcoin transactions. You can experiment with an online wallet if you're just getting started. $100 spent on a ledger is a little price to pay for peace of mind if you're planning to invest extensively in Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency. But keep in mind that your Bitcoins are gone for good if you misplace your private key. Now that we've covered all of that, we'd like to add an additional note that there is little doubt that cryptocurrencies will eventually dominate the financial sector. But it is important to keep in mind that this technology is still in its infancy and is subject to many fluctuations. It's inevitable that any novel technology will have bugs that need ironing out before it can be considered completely reliable and user friendly. On the other hand, feel free to share what you think about Bitcoin Or if you have a better cryptocurrency in mind, just type it down in the comment section below. This is Data Dash. And please go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and bell button to stay up ahead with our crypto news and uploads for you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.